burnout. It's a word we hear all the time, right? But for some professions, it's not just a buzzword. It's a full-blown epidemic that can shatter careers and even whole communities. Today, we're going to dive into a pretty powerful antidote to this crisis, and it actually comes from a place you might not expect: pastoral ministry. So let's see what we can all learn from it.
And let's be clear, the stakes here are incredibly high. Dr. Michael Milton puts it bluntly: the rates of burnout are horrendous. You see, this isn't just about someone quitting their job. It's about the deep, painful wounds that get left behind for individuals, for their families, and for the communities they serve. It's a problem with a cost you just can't measure in dollars and cents.
So what is going on here? What's actually causing this crisis? Well, the research points to this really fundamental disconnect, a huge gap between the theory people are taught and the reality they have to face every single day.
This metaphor just absolutely nails the problem. I want you to imagine spending years in intense academic study, learning all the theory, only to be, and I quote, hurled into the complex, messy reality of working with people in crisis. There's no residency program, no transition period. It's a jarring leap, and it's the reality for so many new leaders.
And this is really the collision at the heart of the issue. On one side, you've got the university model. It's all about the word, doctrine, theory, academic expectations. But then on the other side, you have the parish reality. That's all about the work, the messy, emotional, relational job of guiding real, often broken people. It's a huge clash between academic preparation and what the real world actually demands.
Okay, so before we can even get to the practical solution, we have to understand the philosophy that's driving it. And it really requires a pretty fundamental shift in our thinking, moving away from just transferring information and toward a model that's built on presence and genuine relationship.
This philosophy is called incarnational teaching. So what does that actually mean? It means the teacher isn't some distant expert just handing out facts from on high. No, they're a fellow traveler, a full participant in the learning community. The whole goal isn't to give you the answers, it's to guide you so you can discover the insights for yourself. In this model, the human connection, the simple presence of the guide, is always more important than any specific technique or method.
You know, this quote from Parker Palmer just captures the idea perfectly. At the end of the day, effective mentorship isn't about having a bag of tricks or the right techniques. It's about authentic human connection. Sure, tools are useful, but they are no substitute for a real, present guide who is truly invested in the journey with you.
All right, so with that philosophy locked in, we can finally look at the antidote itself. It's called the Pastoral Training Model, or PTM for short. And it's a comprehensive framework designed specifically to bridge that massive theory versus reality gap we were just talking about.
And here it is, the model in all its glory. The PTM lays out this 5-stage pathway for the entire pastoral life cycle. See, it's designed for long-term health, not just short-term survival. It kicks off with an internship for some early immersion, to get your feet wet. That's followed by an intensive residency to really build those core skills. After that, a fellowship allows for more specialized development. But it's not one and done. It continues with pastoral lifelong learning. And then, finally, leaders enter the Keeper of Meaning stage, where they mentor the next generation, bringing the whole thing full circle. It's a holistic, career-long vision of support.
Okay, so that's the big picture. But how does this model actually work on the ground? Let's break down the core mechanics it uses to fight burnout by, you guessed it, reconnecting the theory with the reality.
So, here is the most crucial point. If you remember one thing, remember this. The number one goal of this model is to eliminate isolation.
Study after study shows that isolation is one of the biggest predictors of burnout in literally any field. So the entire PTM is built from the ground up to make sure a leader is never, ever trying to navigate the tough stuff all alone.
And here's exactly how it does that. It surrounds the leader with this incredible comprehensive support team. You've got a pastoral supervisor, think of them as an older, wiser guide. Then there's a peer mentor, a colleague who's just a few steps ahead on the path. You also have a lay leader from the community who provides that crucial on-the-ground perspective. And so importantly, a family representative is included because this kind of work impacts the entire household. It's like having a cloud of witnesses offering support from every possible angle.
The model also uses this really unique tool called the verbatim. Think of it like a pilot debriefing after a flight. After a real encounter out in the field, the leader writes down a detailed play-by-play of what happened and, crucially, how they felt. Now, this isn't for a grade, it's a tool for reflection with their mentors. It totally shifts the focus away from performing perfectly and towards developing genuine self-awareness.
And what about grades and tests? Well, the model basically throws out high-pressure grades. Instead, it uses this pass/continue to standard approach. The goal isn't to get a score, it's to achieve mastery. If you haven't mastered a skill yet, you just keep working on it with your support team. This completely reframes failure as just a normal part of the learning process, which fosters real growth instead of constant anxiety.
Okay, so let's zoom out. Because while this model was born in the world of ministry, its principles offer a really powerful new blueprint for developing leaders in any high-stakes, people-focused profession.
What are the universal lessons here? I mean, what can we apply to our own fields, whether we're managers, doctors, teachers, social workers, you name it?
So what are the big takeaways? First, and this is a big one, mentorship and a real support system are the ultimate antidote to isolation. Second, theory is pretty much useless until it's integrated with actual practice. Third, you've got to be a lifelong learner to stay resilient. And finally, shifting our whole mindset away from short-term performance and toward long-term mastery, well, that's the real key to building sustainable, healthy careers in any field.
So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. Think about your own field, your own workplace, your own community. What would it actually look like to build a true residency, a real bridge between education and reality, one that's grounded in mentorship and practice? How might that just change everything?